Hey everyone, Andrew here from RDH Rant podcast. Yes, you are on the right feed, but no, this is not a normal show. I wanted to let you know right now that what you are about to hear is not suitable for work. It is likely also not appropriate for children. If you are sensitive to racy topics, go ahead and hit that delete button right now. You might not like this episode. But now that you've been warned, please welcome to a special RDH Rant Takeover episode with Heather, Anna, and Liz.
Hello, and welcome to another edition of RDH Rant. I am your host, Heather, and joining me today from New York is one of my besties, Anna.
Whoop whoop, hi.
And my other Hoosier bestie, Liz.
Hello.
So, when we ended our last episode, I said we were going to kind of change things up today. Normally, we're, talking about rants and bitches, moans and groans. And I think that we kind of have a bad rap to some people.
Yeah.
You agree, Liz?
Girls. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. To some people, we're known as like, oh, that's the negative group.
Yeah,
or,
the mean girls,
yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And, I mean, maybe it's not completely a lie.
No, we're bitches.
I was waiting. That was a long pause.
Rightfully
Yeah.
so.
Well, but really, I think people have a misunderstanding, and we are not just a private group of, 12,000 plus RDHs that just get on there and complain and talk about people or dentists or assistants or things like that. Yes, we come and like to vent about things, but I feel like anymore, we get the hashtag not a rant.
Yes.
Yeah, which I know Justin.
We got annoyed about.
Shout out to Justin who gets so annoyed by that.
Not a rant.
Not a rant.
Not dental
Not
related.
dental related, not a rant. Yeah.
Admin,
Which is
please
fine.
delete if not relevant.
Yeah.
Allowed.
Yeah.
It's like, well, why post it? Ask if it's allowed.
Yeah. How about you just ask us first and then post? Because 9 times out of 10, we're going to delete that. So I wanted to talk about the good, because we do have a lot of good and a lot of things from Rant. And so, I reached out and I've been racking my brain. And so I came up with some things that prove we're not bad humans and we're not a bad group. And we do have some good in this world.
Yep, we have some positivity too in our group.
Actually quite a bit.
A lot. There's a lot of support, a lot of community in our group.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the first thing, and it's not about the money by any means, and I don't want to have this podcast seem like we're tooting our own horns or patting ourselves on the back, because that's not it. And anybody who knows me or Anna or Liz or any of us, we're very humble people, but this is an episode to highlight our good stuff. And so Bonfire. I'm going to start with Bonfire. Bonfire is a website that I found that helped me create RDH Rant t-shirts. Everything from the logo to the design.
Mm-hmm.
It was the easiest way to design, sell, and order, products like t-shirts, pet shirts, mugs, bags. And then they make them, and then people can go on there with a campaign, order the products, they make it, they ship them out. So we didn't have to worry about all that stuff. And then we set the prices, and everything above what it costs them to make the shirts, we get to pocket. So with Bonfire and TShirt Sales, because we've had quite a few campaigns, I was looking back through.
Yeah.
We haven't done one for a while, and I just had a request.
Yeah.
So that is the next project I'm working on, is getting another t-shirt sell. But with Bonfire, we raised almost $5,000 for various charities.
That's awesome.
In
I didn't
total.
know that. I knew the just the individual totals for each campaign, but I've never thought to add it up. So $5,000 is nice.
That's pretty good. Yeah, that's awesome.
I mean, yeah. I mean, since we started in November 2015.
16.
But
yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take your word for it.
I don't remember.
Okay. Anyway.
To me, it's still like 2000.
I know. It seems
the years
like
have just flown by. I'm like, what year is it? How old am I?
I know. Well, hey,
Crazy.
I'll be 42 in a few weeks.
But one of the things I want to point out, like you had said that any of the profits, what it costs to make, and then any of the profits we get to pocket. I want to point out that we have never pocketed a dime.
Oh,
Everything that we have,
yes.
We've never pocketed a dime. We have donated it
yes,
all.
And that,
to various charities.
And that I broke it down. I broke it down. So of the $5,000, about 2,000 of that we donated to Missions of Mercy, which
is, what is Missions of Mercy? That is
a free
nonprofit.
It's a free dental clinic. It's no cost, no pre-qualifications. It's here in Indiana. I'm pretty sure they have it in other states, but since
they do.
Okay.
Yeah.
We picked Indiana because that's where I'm from, and it was the first thing that came to my mind.
Awesome.
So it's like a 2-day thing where it's like Indianapolis or Fort Wayne. They rent out a space, and there are thousands of volunteers from dentists, hygienists, assistants, and it's free. People start lining up days ahead, and you get in line and come in. You get an assessment, and whatever you need done, it's done for free. I think you can only get like one thing done, but you can always get back in line.
That's great.
So they do everything from fillings, extractions, cleanings, partials, crowns, root canals, and everything is just donated. People bring their equipment, donated equipment, volunteers, and then people that aren't even in dental, just people to help, like, get the lines and checking people in and just different things like that.
Heather, have you worked a Mission of Mercy? Have you worked at Indiana Mom?
I have not.
Okay.
I've not actually worked.
I was
because the time I signed up, I got sick and couldn't go.
Oh my gosh. I think...
And I believe it's like every other year. Yes.
Okay, because the last one was in Fort Wayne, and I was also signed up to go, and I also got sick.
Yes. Yeah, they don't want our germs. They don't need a... But it's made possible, by the volunteers, different company and individuals that do contributions, grants, and fundraisers. So we donated about $2,000 with our T-shirt sales to that.
Awesome. I still have my T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch. I was digging through my closet, and I thought, man, I do have quite a bit of T-shirts. But always room for more. My favorite's the baseball tees. I
like the hoodies.
I haven't got a hoodie. I'll have to get that next.
Yeah.
About $900 we did. This was when Ashley was helping us admin, and she's in Michigan. And she picked Lakeshore Youth Network Center. It was a shelter for the youth under 21, and it helps transition kids from foster care to the real world. And the money we donated helped about 6 to 10 kids with food, clothes, and some other basic things for a few months.
Great.
Which, that just, breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Kids are just innocent, and kids in foster care, obviously, again, anyone who knows me knows.
Yeah.
That's just kind of my little thing. But I'm glad that we could help them. And I think it was around Christmas time. So I think, and I could be wrong, it helped like get them little stockings at Christmas time.
Oh, that
full
would
of little
be nice.
Goodies.
Aw, that's so nice.
Yeah. So I actually reached out to Ashley, and she helped me kind of recall my memory on all that stuff. So thank you, Ashley. And then Girl RDH. We've been huge supporters of Martel and Brown Girl. And with Bonfire, we made about $515 in sales. But then also, if you guys remember...
with the Profi cans, right? With Chris?
With Chris. He designed a shirt and made them. And we raised a little over $1,600.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah, with Chris on the t-shirts. And then when Martel did her inaugural Brown Girl conference, was that last year or the year before?
I think it was
Last year. We sponsored a CE. So you could go to her conference, or she had where you could do it virtually from home and get CEs that way. And it was like $200 to do it online. So we did a contest. You guys remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I do. It was what was the contest? It was I forgot, funniest in the op stories, or the one that got the most likes?
Yeah, it was like we did a thing where you had to post. Was it funny?
Like your funny
Your
story.
funniest
I think it was your
story.
funny story in the op, and then whichever one got the most likes.
One, the
One,
virtual.
yeah.
Yes. So we did that. That was fun. We got a lot of fun stories. We had a lot of stories. So, and people.
That helped our last 2 podcasts ago. That thread
Yes.
is where we got some of our funny
Yes,
stories from.
exactly. Yes. So.
Yeah.
So I think a grand total for Brown Girl was around $2,350. So I'm super happy about that.
So let me interject here and just say something about if people who are listening who are ranters, they probably are familiar with Brown Girl RDH and Martel and her mission. If you are not a member of RDH, if you're tuning in for the first time, check out Brown Girl RDH. It's a really good nonprofit organization, and it gives scholarships and other opportunities for persons of color to come into the dental hygiene field, because obviously they're a underrepresented group. So I just kind of wanted to point out Martel's mission.
Yes. Thank you. I had
Absolutely.
that all written down and I just skipped right over it, but was going to come back. Yeah.
Maybe I should say we're recording this in the morning. And that's usually not what we do.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person, but yeah.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
Me neither.
and Martel Coke, CEO and founder. And
We should have her as a guest.
Absolutely.
yeah, let's totally do that.
Absolutely.
I'm sure she would do that. I do have to say, I saw her in Indy at a conference, and
Yeah.
she's cute as a button, and she's about the size of a button. She is just a short,
Aw.
tiny little thing, and I wasn't expecting her to be shorter than me, because I feel like I'm short, but
I think
I
it's
just
funny
giggled.
because when we think of these dental hygiene influencers and these powerhouses and these people who are doing good, there's a whole kind of air of their energy being kind of larger than life. And so you expect these people to be, like, I don't know, like larger than life. And then when you meet them, they're just, I think she's like 5'1" and was really soft spoken and everything like that.
Yeah, I think you hit it. You hit that right on the nose. Yeah.
Yeah. So you expect them to be like, I don't know. It's just it's strange to meet these people that you see a lot of online, and then you meet them in real life, and it's like, oh, this is like nothing like I thought it was going to be. But she was very sweet, very soft spoken, and tiny.
I met a few ranters. A few years ago at the Great New York Dental meeting, and I got told 3 times, oh, I thought you were taller. You're short, and I was like, oh, I don't know. But I don't think I'm that short. I think I'm 5'3", but
I'm 5'4". My driver's license says 5'7", but
oh wow.
Yeah, that's a long story.
It was a big
that
hair
my husband, It was a big hair day.
It was the 80s.
Yes. Yeah, that's a funny story. My husband,
I don't know if we have our height on our licenses here. I don't think we have our height.
Jesus,
I don't know,
we have our
do.
freaking height and our weight.
I've heard that. That's crazy. I would be 115. I'm 115
Well,
pounds.
duh, I'm 5'7" and 95 pounds sopping wet.
Duh.
My weight is not
times 2.
correct.
Yeah.
It was correct when I was 21.
No, I'm not. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think we have height or weight. I know we have eye color and hair color in the picture, and that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
we do too. But I always wondered what they did for bald, if you're bald.
None.
Is that what it is? Okay.
None.
Skin color.
None.
So I think that's a lot. So, but stay tuned if you're in Rant, and I'm going to do another Bonfire campaign. So I'm going to try to do some different things. Someone had requested a Halloween shirt that we had done. Something happened to theirs, and they were so,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it was probably me that requested it, maybe, because I ruined
Was it
mine
you?
during COVID.
Okay.
During COVID, when I was doing those tumblers, I got like epoxy on it. And I was like, Dang it.
Yeah. So I'm going to see if we can do like kind of like a Bonfire shop where we have different designs. So I got to look into that. So stay tuned.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I need an RDH Rant thong. Yeah.
Thong?
Thong. Yeah,
A
thong,
thong?
thong. Yeah. I need one.
All right. So
I saw on some campaign that there was an option for a thong, and I thought that was the weirdest shit.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that is weird.
thongs are gross.
But you know what?
I don't
Knowing
like
our
thongs.
members, I bet you anything that we would have people who would buy the thongs.
We could post it in the
Yeah.
raunchy
Oh,
group
I
in our
guarantee
spin-off.
we have people that would buy thongs, but if you wear thongs, gross. You know, it's like floss. It's like you're flossing your ass. And you know it like moves and rubs, and you're like transferring germs from your boo-boo to your woo-woo. Like,
The only thing I hate about thongs is I always feel like I have a continuous wedgie the entire fucking
because
day,
you do.
and it drives me nuts.
You don't feel it.
It's like something up my
you don't
ass.
think you do.
I hate it.
No. Just go commando.
That's what I do. I never wear underwear.
Yeah,
I really don't. Ever.
There's-
Work is the only place I will wear underwear is to work under my scrubs.
Oh,
Other than
yeah,
that,
because you
nope.
bend over and you might rip your pants like your assistant.
I know. Oh my god.
All right. So, some other things going along with the money part, and like again, all that money was all donated. I've never pocketed any money. Anything like that. Not that that matters, because if I did, I did. It's my my group, my whatever, but it was never like my intention to make money. And I guess I'm just so against like scams and MLMs and GoFundMes and all that, and just really wanted to say how much I love to help people. Helping people makes me feel good. And I know that's not altruistic really, but that's makes me happy every day if I can help somebody else.
That's awesome.
So rarely, but we have granted permission for people to post GoFundMes, but it has to be for a member, a fellow ranter, not for their family members or coworkers or, things like that. And it's not because we're bitches. I mean, we are, but not for that reason.
I think we've done it for members and immediate family, like kids.
Like immediate
kids,
family,
husband.
like someone's.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I'm still not real clear.
Yeah.
But I think,
But like my mother's father's sister's cousin died, and we don't have the money for funeral costs.
Yeah.
Like that we may not have.
So it all happened, unfortunately, years ago. We had someone post a GoFundMe because they were down on their luck, and come to find out, she was just a liar.
Yes, I remember
She was a
that.
liar and a scammer, and fed into our members, playing their heartstrings, and made a fortune with these donations through GoFundMe, and she probably already had more money than God and didn't need it.
Well, she had a history of, I think it was drug abuse.
Oh,
I don't remember. Like,
yes.
we started to like dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
And it was like an ongoing, like, same story.
Yes. So with GoFundMe's, and then GoFundMe, if I'm not mistaken, I've never done one, they take a cut.
Yeah, they take like, I don't know, 15% or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely take a cut.
Which, whatever you do, they do them. But that was the other thing, is the money that we raised, I wanted to know, almost like physically hand it to the person. So I know where that money's going.
You know that it goes in the right hands.
And we know that
Absolutely.
it's going where we say it's going, which that was just, I don't know, that's just a big thing for me. So, we've kind of gotten together, and everyone, we almost have like little cliques in the group, which is awesome. Not like bad cliques, but we've, sent flowers for people, that we may have never met, but they've lost a family member, and, we're like FBI agents finding out their address and sending stuff for that.
There's one that's actively going right now, and it's not getting a lot of traction due to the algorithm, and we need to push it more. Yeah, but Christine, her father was just diagnosed with stage 3 cancer, and she actually lives in Indiana. So I just kind of want to, for our listeners, and we met her, I think, at RDH Under One Roof, but she lives, her family member who is sick actually lives in my hometown. So if you're listening to this podcast, if you're a ranter, please PM me, because I actually have the address that you can send cards and care packages and things like that to her family member who has been diagnosed with, I think it's stage 3 esophageal cancer.
Yes.
Yes. It's her dad. Yeah. And it's her dad, which, pulls at my heartstrings.
Yeah. And I have had what they called stage 0 esophageal cancer, or very high grade dysplasia, that I had treated a few years ago. Got very, very lucky, because esophageal cancer is not something you want.
No.
So,
no.
I think that kind of hits all of us and our heartstrings. So we are sending you our love. She's a sweet, sweet lady. And,
she is.
So that kind of brings us to the other thing I was going through, and we sent cards. We've had a lot of members say, like, her grandma, it was her birthday, like 94th, and she loved getting cards, like loved birthday cards. So asked us all to send pics if we would, or not, I'm sorry, send cards. And I think she posted later that her grandma got like over 50 birthday cards.
Yeah.
That's fun. And then
we
Bob.
also had Bob, the veteran patient.
Yes.
That one was nice. That was actually what I am so like wrapped up in life sometimes that like I see a post and I'm like, oh, I want to send a card, and then I forget.
Same.
That is one of the ones that I was like, no, I need to send this man a card, because I forgot. Do you have I don't have the post up, actually.
I don't have the post, but he lost his wife and son.
Yeah, but he lost his wife and son. He was depressed. He didn't want to celebrate Christmas that year. He was sitting in her chair, like basically crying, and she asked if she could visit him, and he said yes. And what she did was she reached out to all of, the whole group, and said, send cards to me, whatever you want, and I'll bring them with me when I go visit him. And she went to his house and delivered, I think it was over like 60 or 70 cards.
Yeah,
and
gifts too. They were all wrapped up and...
Yeah, they were all wrapped up, and he didn't have a tree up because he said he was too depressed to put a tree up. But that day when she showed up with everything, he said that it really brightened his spirit. So both of them went to the basement, got the tree out, set it up, decorated it. And it just kind of brightened his Christmas, which I thought was one of my favorite.
We need an update on Bob.
I did. I reached out to her, I think last week, and was like, oh, you're just wondering what an update on Bob is. Apparently he sold his house and moved I forget where she said, and she can't get in touch with him. She's tried to send him an email. Yeah, she's not sure where he is, unfortunately, but hopefully he's still doing well.
Shout out to Bob.
Poor Bob.
And then
how about the ones where like, to get on a lighter note, the ones where it's my husband's birthday, here's his phone number, send him some titty pics.
I cannot believe the amount of posts.
I know, people sending their tits. I'm like,
or even asking for that. Like, I am married 25 years, and I am a jealous person, I feel like.
No, I think I would allow my husband to get some titty pics on his birthday. I might do it for his.
I wouldn't give a single.
That's the thing. I don't know if I want to give his number out, though. That's the thing. He'd be like, who the fuck are these people? And why are they texting me?
you now got his number and you just sit your tits, and then he's like, "Oh, those are nice. Hey, how you?"
Those are nice.
No,
Hi,
I
how
totally
you
trust
doing?
my husband. He wouldn't be like, "Hey, how you doing?" But
Yeah.
you know, other people out there, like, and we've heard some pretty shitty stories about husbands. But so I'm not saying
yeah.
mine specifically. Sorry, honey, that came out wrong. But because he does listen to these podcasts, now he's gonna be like,
That's good. My husband
now
doesn't.
he's gonna be like, "What the fuck? You
Where's
don't
my
have
titty pics?
tits?
I want
Where's my
titty
titty pics?"
Yeah.
So there was one recently, and I never do that. Like, I'm not confident enough in myself to do that.
Well, I have to wonder if people are sending like their actual own titties,
Their
or
own?
if they're just sending
Or
like internet pictures.
generic
Yeah.
internet
So
tits.
this is my
Yeah.
funny story. I don't know if I even did. I may have told you guys. Recently, we had a hygienist. Her boss. It was his birthday, and last year she did the whole send him tit pics, and she said it like totally made his year, his birthday, and he still talks about that. So it was his birthday again a few weeks ago, and she wanted to do it again to make, since he loved it so much. And she posted
Aw.
pictures of him, and he was a little cutie. And of course, everyone's like, "Oh, he's hot. Here's my number." And so I was feeling cheeky that day, and I Googled boobs, which, yeah.
I googled
And-
boobs. That sounds
I
like such a 11-year-old boy
It's like
thing.
a 12-year-old thing. And yeah, I picked out a pair of boobs that looked very nice, but also kind of real, like I would have taken the picture. And I cropped it and I sent it to that number she posted, and I said something along the lines of, "Happy birthday. I heard you like tit pics, so here's my picture from the queen bee of RDH Rant. Happy birthday." And as I was typing back, he was like, or I said, shit, I should have pulled this up. I said, "Just joking. I don't send my pictures of my tits to strangers." I said, "I found these off the internet, but enjoy. Happy birthday anyway, LOL." And he was so funny and cute. He was like, "That, that's funny. Thank you so much. And you picked a nice pair." So
I actually did this for my dentist on, it was his, I don't remember if it was his birthday. I don't remember what it was for, but I posted in Rant to everyone text him and say, "I saw your ad on Craigslist. Do you provide, what services do you provide?" Like saying that he, so he texts me later that day.
like
and he's
sexual?
like, "Oh my God. So I think my ex-boyfriend, may have posted something on Craigslist about me because, like, I'm getting all these random texts from people about what services I provide." And he starts sending me screenshots.
So was it like,
No, it was April Fool's. I'm sorry. It was for April Fool's Day.
Oh,
That's what it was.
was it like services like sexual?
Yeah, it was like people were texting him in the group. People from the group were texting him asking, "Do you include animals in your, like weird?"
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah. Those people need some therapy.
No, but
Oh,
like
as
it
a
was like I
joke.
was like
Got you.
text him like the craziest
Got you.
that you
Okay,
can think
gotcha.
of.
I thought it was like real
they were
Craigslist
like,
things, which wouldn't surprise
Yeah.
me.
What services do you provide? How much do you charge? Are you available on this day? How many hours?
That is funny.
He was like freaking out for a good hour, and then I finally was like, "Dude," and I sent him a screenshot of the post. He was like, "You asshole."
I love that you have
He's like,
that.
"I literally was about to call the cops."
I love that you have that with your bosses. Like,
I love my dentist that I work for. Dr. Gooch, shout out. I love you. He listens to this podcast, so.
hey. I love my bosses too, but I don't think I could be that open with them. So once they find out I have a podcast and listen to it and say and hear how much I say the word yeah, they might blush first and then be like, "Oh my gosh, Heather." I'm not like
We'll have
this
to edit
ever.
all that out.
So another thing, and I'm just going to kind of very generically briefly go over this. So kind of recently we helped a member out to find safe healthcare in her state, or more likely a state nearby. But I think what got me was just the outpouring of love and open arms to a stranger that literally brought me to tears. I have never been so proud of something and people than I was.
Offering up their homes, like if you need a place to stay, I will bring you to a clinic to get this done, because what she needed done was illegal in her state.
Yeah.
And
homes, transportation.
Yeah.
And somebody even like reached out to an actual doctor and gave her like the doctor, like, here, talk to a professional for free.
Yeah, see if maybe someone else can get the prescription for you and get it to you or whatever.
So that, just the outpouring of to a complete stranger. And it was just like, I have a spare room. You can stay there. I won't bother you. I won't, expect you for dinner or, anything like that.
It was an anonymous post, so
and unless you want to talk, I'll give you rides. I'll even help take care of you, like, post-op. So, yeah, you guys are awesome. Completely awesome. And the people offering transportation didn't even live in the same state as her. So they were willing to drive to her state and then have to drive her,
pick her up and bring her back to another state.
That doesn't sound like a mean girl group to me.
I know.
No.
That sounds pretty damn supportive if you ask me.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a few mean girls. I mean, we did have to boot somebody today who'd been in the group for 2 days?
Yeah.
But
she was there for bad reasons.
She was just there, And so sometimes we get some bad eggs, but I think for the most part,
I mean, we've got a community, and I think one of the things about our community is that how it's kind of branched into its offshoots of other smaller communities. Like we've got Rant Losers, which is specifically for people like looking to get healthy, lose weight, so they can share their weight loss journey.
I need to join that group.
we have
I think you're an admin.
We have Ranting Mamas, because we all know how judgy mom groups can be. So Ranting Mamas has always been I don't think I've ever seen any judginess in Ranting Mamas.
No.
Ranting Mamas is good, is a great group. We do have one that's kind of a spicy rant that people can post some more
Nothing. You can't post anything.
Sexual stuff?
No, you can't, because Facebook.
No, I know, because Facebook has their rules and regulations, so you can't post your ass or your tits. You're gonna go to jail.
Can't even post it's a banana in that group.
It's more like anymore. I feel like it's more people who are asking for some like relationship advice or sex life advice or things like that. So I mean, it's a safe place, I think, for people to do that, because all of these are closed groups. And then even non-rant affiliated groups, we've had members who have said, hey, we're kind of missing this aspect. So there is LGBTQ RDH, which I'm an admin of. There is there was another one I just had in my mind. RDH Strong. Yeah, for mental health help, also not judgy. So we've really gone on to kind of cast a wider net for the specific needs of hygienists who have other hygienists who understand our specific lifestyle and how hard it can be and what aspects are hard. So
we also have RDH Farms. Which is not hugely popular.
It's not.
I wish that it was.
We gotta get that going.
So for anybody out there in the group that farms or gardens or, animals or...
Not me. I kill a cactus.
Well, you live in New York on an island. I don't... I live on a 20-acre farm. I mean, it's not like we do a lot.
I managed to keep my kids and my pets alive, but, give me a plant and it'll die.
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, we have a farmer who farms.
I'm less nurturing than the desert.
Oh, stop it. You're a great pet mom.
I'm a great pet
kid
mom.
And a kid mom.
And a kid mom. I'm a better pet mom than I am a kid mom. I'm not going to lie.
Pets are better than kids. Are you kidding?
My iguana beats the out of me. Literally, I walk into his cage and he smacks the shit out of me, bites me, scratches me, and I'm always like, oh, my iguana.
My baby.
Love him.
Ew. No. I don't know how you... No, I can't. Ugh. Chills.
Oh, he's so
No,
cute.
he's not.
He's so cute.
He
No,
is. He
really
is.
You have to get to know him.
Reptiles.
We
They're not
have
cute.
one.
I love
We
reptiles.
have a reptile.
Vivian, I know, you guys are nuts.
I have frogs, too, in my pond outside. I have a pond in my front
Mhm.
yard. And I have no idea where they came from. I didn't put them
See,
there.
you
but
do have a
they hang
farm,
out
Anna.
there.
It's just animals.
You do. It's just a little...
It's just,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
join our RDH Farms. Even if you just want to have a farm, I don't care. Just join it. We need some activity going on there.
Old McSlut Pants had a farm.
E-I-E-I-O. Hey, we got a new song. But I think just to kind of wrap it up here, most importantly, we've provided a community of like-minded hygienists who are not alone in their feelings of despair about this profession. We support each other, strangers, we lift each other up, but also not afraid to call your ass out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I think that sometimes, because it's internet and there's no tone in text, that I think Anna especially gets mistaken for being a bitch or being shitty, and she's really honestly not. It's just, Anna's just cut and dry to the point, blunt.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it like I see it, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it.
But even if you're not
If
trying
being
to
an
be
asshole, I'm gonna tell you to be an
but
asshole.
even just like, I think regular things, even when you ask questions, I think when you ask questions a lot, people think you're like
Mhm.
asking a question to be shitty and they get defensive, but you're not. You're
Yeah.
just truly asking the question. And then if they answer it, you're like, oh, okay, cool. Now I understand. Or so you guys
Yeah.
have to kind of do relax when it does come if we call you out. But even if we're not, because tone is just absent.
I think
On
that
the
that's one of
internet.
the things
Yes.
that our group is getting good at is when somebody posts something that, you know, before we would have to babysit. Usually anymore, the members rally around and that shit kind of takes care of itself. Like if somebody posts something that is offensive, there will be, and not just us admins, sometimes, you know, we'll have dozens of members that catch it and they're like, no, this isn't cool. This doesn't pass the vibe check. Like this is not, we don't do this here.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of
Exactly.
that now, and usually
Yeah.
they take care of it before it's even called to our attention.
Yeah. And we don't even get like, I feel like we don't hardly get where someone reports a post anymore.
No,
No.
not anymore.
So, which
It's been really
I do
calm.
appreciate that when people do. And it also happens a lot by mistake. If you have
Mhm.
I know with my phone, my Apple phone, it's very easy if you're on Facebook on your phone
Yes,
to report
something
by
I've
mistake.
done it.
Yes, I've done
Mhm.
that too. So, but you know, we've given each other the knowledge and courage to stand up for ourselves, meaning like to ask for that raise or to quit that toxic office and to not allow patients or office staff to mistreat us.
Mhm.
I hear that a lot. And that was when I asked for a call out or a shout out for this podcast. That was the biggest thing I feel like is you guys gave me the balls to not be afraid to ask for the raise and I got it. Or to quit the
Yeah.
shitty office because I know there's something else out there.
You deserve better.
You deserve better. And we've learned, like I said, so much from each other, dental or non-dental related. Hashtag not dental. We share our tips of the trade. I have learned many tips from you guys. It is just like, I love it
Yes.
when someone's like, okay, I'm having so much trouble with this part, whether it's from x-rays to when people tighten their lips like an anus. Like, what do I do? So I've learned quite a bit.
The salt on the tongue for gaggers.
Oh, yes. Yes.
The pumice and peroxide for heavy
Yes.
stain.
Oh,
I use
me
that all
too.
the time now.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. Works so
And we
good.
will, I think one of our future episodes will probably be the hacks. Yeah.
Hygiene hacks.
Yes. That's
Yes.
a great one too.
Mm-hmm.
We've shared better job opportunities that are not MLM or pyramid schemes or all of that. You always got a couple of
Lifey.
those couple of those in there. And we've shared our struggles and our victories. I mean, even I have just ranted, on there about my life and crappy things going on personally for me. And you guys always make me feel better. But we crack each other up, I think. I can't tell you, like, just when I'm having a bad day or someone else is having a bad day and I read it, I open up Facebook and I'm on Rant and I'm dying laughing within 5 minutes because somebody's funny story or stupid little gif or, little meme that they post. But I guarantee if you look not even hard enough and you're having a bad day, you'll find something on there to make you laugh and make your day better.
Daniel Bell and his dad jokes.
Oh my gosh. That and where he defines each office member, the office manager, the packages, the OM package.
So I worked with Daniel and he hasn't done one on me yet. I'm waiting.
What were you to him?
The hygiene manager.
Daniel, that's next.
Yeah, so I was his supervisor and I'm waiting for a one of those.
He might be afraid.
I know.
Don't be afraid, Daniel. Don't be afraid.
I have come at him a little aggressively.
No.
Oh, we'll Anna, be nice.
No, I love him, but
we have to.
I had a job to do.
That sucks. But I think we've had friendships that have grown and blossomed in real life and online. So many people that didn't know this other hygienist, and then they found out, oh, you're like in the same town as me, and then they become good friends and lean on each other.
Honestly, I tell you guys that like my own family doesn't even know. Like it's like
talk
crazy.
To you guys every single day, and it's not maybe through like calls because I don't do calls, but in our admin group chat every single day.
Yep.
Where I don't even talk to my mom or anybody else every single day. And I actually don't know what I would do if I didn't have our little admin chat.
Yeah.
Just to everything from stupid shit to, stressing. I just feel like our little group is a secret society.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
You can't sit with us.
Hey, that's mean girl. That's mean girl. You can't sit with us. As long as you're,
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
It's Wine Wednesday. But you do have to be a hygienist, to join RDH Rant. And we do verify license and try our best there. So if you're not a member, join us.
Yeah.
You guys want to sign out?
Yeah. Thanks for listening, everyone. Be sure to come join us in the group and on Instagram. If you are already in the group and you see something you think we should feature on the next podcast, be sure to send one of us a or DM or PM. I don't know what it's called. And we will do our best to get it on the show. Time for us to sign off. Time for you to floss off. Love, peace, and brush your teeth. Bye.
Bye. Bye.